What's good, YouTube? It is Joel here, and I'm coming at you with my team builder video for the the FBL, the Frontier Battling League, and I'm going up against the Oakland Arons for Week 1. I don't know much about them. I only know a couple different teams in the league, so it's gonna be a pretty new experience, and I'm hoping we can do pretty well. I built this team here, and for the first season of the league type format, I am going to do team building videos. I'm not going to build the teams in front of you guys because that takes a little bit too long, but instead I'm just going to show you, go through my process, what I made. So the first Pokemon I wanted was Miltank. Now, when I drafted Miltank, I had the notion that eventually I'd bring a Curse one. I'm not bringing that this week, but I got the idea of max SpDef, max HP. It's pretty standard-ish spread, but the reason being is my opponent has a lot of special attackers. Like, there's just an absurd number of them. Like, I'll probably have the team up there somewhere on the layout. But, he's got a Mega Venusaur, he's got Reuniclus, he's got, Kyurem, Gastrodon, Magneton, just so many special attacking Pokemon. And so I just really needed a wall. This deals very nicely with this Mega Venusaur. As like Milk Drink, Heal Bell, it can't do anything to me unless it has growth. And then I can Body Slam, parry it, switch out, pivot as necessary. With Sap Sipper, I can probably catch him on the switch in. If he poisons me, I got the Heal Bell. And yeah, there's very little the Venusaur will be able to do to me. This is a very nice trick to that, as well as a couple other things in this team. But yeah, this is one of my only like dedicated walls. I have a lot of the similarly structured Pokemon this week, but I feel like it makes a lot of sense. At least to me anyway. So we have Bessie the Miltank. Next we have Zapdos, aka Big Bird, holding the Expert Belt with Air Cutter, Thunderbolt, HP Grass, and Roost. Now, Roost, just because I know from experience that longevity is key, especially if the battle drags on. I don't want Zapdos to get weakened and die too fast. I may not have the opportunity to Roost anything, but just give me that option. Conversely, I may switch this to, like, not a fighting type attack, but just something to hit the Kyurem, because I currently have the speed jet speed it, even though I do like 30% with Air Cutter. But we'll see. In terms of electric immunities, he has 1, and it's 4 times weak to grass, and I do 2 at KO with HP Grass if he's SpDef, and that's good. I think I need to crit to 1 shot, but I'm not sure on that calc. I just know I do 2 at KO no matter what. So, unless he has the Window Berry. But, yeah, Thunderbolt just tears through about everything else. Like, his resistance to Thunderbolt is 4 times weak to Grass and weak to Air Cutter. So, we got that. Kyurem walls this a little bit. I do 30% with Air Cutter, so if I can get that weekend, get some Stealth Rocks up with Bessie, it'll be a good time. My spread, I have enough speed for the Kyurem, and just everything else in special attack and HP. Big Bird here is ready to go. I was debating between Greninja and Liepard. As I said in my draft analysis, this is going to be an interesting choice every week. But I ultimately decided Liepard just because Prankster T-Wave works really well against my opponent's team because I'm not bringing a lot of speed this week. So the emergency, like Halucha's getting a problem because I let Zapdos die, or what do you have? Archaeops. This is a nice focus / lead against most of his things. I can taunt the Skarmory, I can Encore the Calm Mind on Reuniclus. I can taunt the Calm Mind of the Reuniclus. Slitherwave Knockoff. It's a great utility mon. Knockoff just because it's fabulous. I have 252 in attack just because why not? Make knockoffs hit a little harder. I don't really need the IVs on this thing. I could have tried to max defenses, but I'm holding the Focus Sash and I intend to use it. So Socks is ready to go. Now, for my Muse set, this is ultimately what I decided. I have enough speed for the Kyurem, which is kind of the max speed tier. That's what I usually do. I find, my opponents... I find not the fastest, but, a decent tier to hit, and I just hit that a lot. And so BB the Mew, because he's my little baby, and, I got leftovers. He's sub-Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Psyshock. I can hit everything on his team neutrally. The Malamar will be a bit of a problem, but I don't know if he'll bring it, and if he is, then fine. I'm not bringing a Bug-type move, but Nimbus straight up one-shots it, so I'm not too worried. I don't know what he can do to Nimbus being my Mega Altaria, which I'll get to later. But yeah, the spread is pretty good. I feel like it'll put in the work if I can sub up on, like, yeah, there was something. Let me bring this up. I can sub up on Gastrodon. I can sub up on the Skarmory. Sorry, and the Skarmory. The fact that I can sub up on the Skarmory is actually the only reason I'm not bringing Signal Beam over Shadow Ball. Signal Beam hits the Reuniclus and the Malamar, which reduce those problems. However, I could not hit the Skarmory then, which is a problem because I can sit up on it. And I'd rather hit it with Shadow Ball neutrally. And Shadow Ball also hits Reuniclus neutrally, so lesser of two evils. Not that they're evils, it's a choice. Anyway, moving on, I looked at his team, and I noticed he has 0 switch-ins for Arcanine. Now, originally I had Choice Banded Arcanine, but I'm running a mixed-ish Arcanine with Flare Blitz, Close Combat, E-Speed, and Hidden Power Grass. Life Orb, minus Nature, Hidden Power Grass will 2-hit KO a physically defensive Gastrodon. So will if I'm minus Nature, but that's beside the point. The Close Combat will 2-hit KO if he's specially defensive. And I can switch between him if he's like a mixed spread. But anyways, point is, Arcanine just about one-shots every single Pokemon on my opponent's team. Like, the Venusaur does not want to take it, even though it is thick fat. The Skarmory is dead. The Hawlucha's dead. Reuniclus gets 2-hit KO'd. Kyurem gets one-shot by Close Combat, which is why I have the speed that I do, the max speed. Because I speed tie with Kyurem, and he's probably going to run, like, Modest or Scarf even. Although Scarf is a lot easier to deal with, because then Miltank takes hits. Whimsicott dies. Also, Miltank's a good check to Whimsicott for Grass. Gastron dies. Everything dies. I'll have his team on the screen so you guys will be able to see. Just he has very few switch-ins. It's like Archaeops. A defensive Archaeops would be what he has, and that's just not going to cut it. Finally, I wasn't seeing any defensive Pokemon I really liked, and I just really wanted to apply that offensive pressure, because he's got a pretty slow team, with the exception of 2 Mons. So I'm bringing Nimbus, the Mega Altaria, with Hyper Voice, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, and Roost. Hyper Voice just nukes just about everything, and Draco Meteor hits what it doesn't. Flamethrower is for his 1 Steel type, the Skarmory, which 2-hit KOs Spadef Skarmory, and I don't care what it does to Fizdef Skarmory, because probably doesn't one-shot either way. Not running Fire Blast, not going to risk it, don't have to. The speed, I forget if there's a purpose to this speed, but I'm pretty sure it's just a random number that's not 4, because Mega Altaria will speed tie with Mega Venusaur, and I didn't know what to put to outspeed it, so I gave myself a decent amount. If he runs a lot of speed, it'll make him a lot less bulky, and I feel like 252, I'll need this Pokemon to be relatively bulky, which is why I got Roost. So yeah, that's the team. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't have a lot of switch... like, the one Pokemon I had that could switch into Kyurem, like, all the time is Jellicent, but that's all Jellicent would do this match. Like, it would do decent damage to the Reuniclus, but I don't know, it's just really awkward. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare this team, but this is the one we're going to go with, and I hope it works out. So, I am your Milwaukee Magikarps, and I will see you for week 1. Yeah, I think that's about it, which will be posted on Sunday. This will be posted on Saturday. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.